guys, gals, and all you awesome, awesome minions and gamers of different shapes and sizes. It's me, Josh, aka Noir Proxy, bringing you some Titanfall 2 gameplay today on the PlayStation 4. This is the technical test alpha, which has just come out. It's actually been out for a few days, but a select few of us did get a nice little invitation towards it, which is kind of cool, which is kind of fantastic. But I thought I'd show you some gameplay. Look at this game. This is an alpha, possibly a beta. It's kind of going into the beta area, I think, so it feels very, very polished, but look how beautiful this environment is. It kind of reminds me of the original kind of like main map on Attrition from the original game, but really cool, really fantastic. The visuals in this game have just been so improved, because originally they kind of had that kind of muddy feeling about them, like in Call of Duty games, but now there's just these little sparks of color, and I really like that. I really appreciate that, especially all the characters and the Titans too. Everything is just the colors of the rainbow, man. I'm just getting high off it. It's fantastic. But we are playing Titanfall 2 today, and we are playing as a stim robot. You can now play as robots, as pilots, which is so cool, so fantastic. And also with that, the Titans themselves are also very, very unique and very, very cool too. And I'm going to get into all of that today. I'm going to be explaining every little thing while showing you some fantastic, cool gameplay. Look at that slide. You can have slide, you can shoot while sliding, which is cool. It's just fun. Look at this as well. You can do these stealth melee kills, and it's just snap the neck, go for a little bit of a bear hug, sleep tight, baby. Give him a little bit of a snuggle. But we're going to be talking about tons of stuff today, so that's what I'm going to do right now. So, Titanfall 2. It's coming out very, very soon. They've done a bunch of brand new things when it comes to the multiplayer. I'll give a little bit about the single player too, which kind of goes in with the multiplayer as well. But the first thing you may notice about Titanfall 2 is there is a single player campaign, and that means you get your own Titan. There's actually a character Titan in the game. Has his own personality, his own AI. It's not one of these things where he's like, arigato, Mr. Obata, or anything like that. No. He actually talks to you. He actually has opinions. And they've actually ended up putting that into the multiplayer in a sense. So what they've ended up doing is, the multiplayer kind of reminds me a lot of, say, League of Legends, or Dota 2, or, say, Black Ops 3 recently, in a more first-person shooter kind of type of aspect. But the way that they've done that is, you now have hero pilots, you now have hero titans. All the titans have a different form of personality based on their aesthetic, their abilities, as well as the pilots. It's not just getting yourself a placeholder pilot and then customizing them. They now all have focused abilities, which is awesome, which is really, really fantastic. You still can change all the weapons of the pilots, but the titans themselves all have like different guns and different abilities that makes them kind of like unique in their own sense, and I really, really like that, because you may remember me saying that I loved Black Ops 3 for going down that route, for making it so then you can play as all these different types of characters that had all these different types of kind of like voice acting and such, but their abilities and everything as well just really kind of scream personality, and Titanfall 2 is embracing that, which I love so much. So during the technical test alpha, which we're going to be calling it, which is, you may notice on the bottom right, it says pre-alpha because this was footage from, you know, the alpha that has just come out. But what they've ended up doing is they've ended up making it so you can play as two Titans during this technical test. You can play as Ion, which is a really awesome Titan, because initially I was kind of worried that we we're going to get like an awesome, like, say, assault rifle Titan, but Ion, the one that's just dropping down here, is the assault rifle Titan, so I'm going to explain this. And then you have Scorch as well, which kind of goes back to the old kind of like heavy Titan from Titanfall 1, but we are playing as Ion here, and Ion, again, has his own personality when it comes to his weapons, his abilities, and possibly his own kind of like AI voice as well. So with Ion, you get this cool kind of like mining drill laser assault rifle, but you also get a shoulder-mounted laser, Johnny 5 style, if anyone remembers Short Circuit, along with the ability to do your cool kind of like ballistic shield, like, you know, like the Hadouken thing from the original game where you could catch bullets and fire them back, kind of like in District 9. Remember District 9? You could do that in District 9. I think that's where they probably got that inspiration from. But you can do that again. You got Trip Mine, you got the shoulder laser, and you have that personalized ability as well, which is a chest Iron Man laser thing from your niplets, which is so deadly and so cool to see you get pulled off. But again, it's this thing of this Titan is its own Titan. Only this Titan can do these things. And it's this thing of like, it has its own personality through its abilities and weapons. Like originally in the first game, I'm going to be mentioning the first game, referencing it quite a bit, was that the first game had a thing where you could change the weapons of the Titan, so you could have like a grenade launcher, an assault rifle, and it was actually an assault rifle, it was like a chain gun, and I was kind of thinking, well, where's the chain gun? This is the chest laser, look how cool that is. You're going to see me using it against an enemy Titan later, but I was nearly dead, I might as well fire that off or I was going to lose it. So the really fantastic thing is that originally you could just like change guns. It was this thing of like, oh, you know, you just change the gun, and you didn't really care about playing as all the other Titans, or mix and matching them and stuff on the fly. You kind of just had loadouts, and that wasn't very cool at all. But now you have this thing where you're having like focused hero Titans. So that Titan there, Ion, always has the kind of like mining assault rifle laser cannon thing of doom and justice, while also having the shoulder mounted laser, the trip mines, and everything like that. So it's all that unique Titan, and then if you feel like it suits the situation, you can play as that. This is the gravity grenade, so fantastic too. Being able to clump all those little minions together and then boom shakalaka combo kill. But I'll explain the game mode as well, why don't I? So you've had me talking about the Titans and stuff. I will bring up the other Titans later as well. But the actual game mode we're playing is kind of like attrition. I don't know if they're going to be bringing back attrition or not. I'm not too sure. But what we're playing here is bounty. Now, bounty is a little bit different to attrition. It kind of runs along the same lines, but it's a little bit different. You've got the minions. You're fighting the minions, which is really cool. But it's this thing where the entire map is kind of clustered in these specific areas of different minions. So if you go to point A or point B, minion drop pods are going to go down, and then you have to work with your team to take down those minions, and then you gain money. You then take the money over to these little kind of like cash points, and then you insert the money, which gains like money and points, which is fantastic, and that's how you win. Those there are little tick mines. These are one of the special abilities I have. You can customize your abilities if you like, just like minor abilities, things that kind of don't get in the way of the personality of the pilot that you're using. But it was this thing of like, for all these abilities, they're just really, really cool and really fantastic. But again, so when it comes to bounty, it's this combination of, it's attrition, but then you'll got both teams fighting over the minions, not kind of having the minions in the background. You're actually focusing on fighting pilots, but then the minions are there as kind of like a form of currency to win the game. Because by killing those minions, you then you amass this currency, as you can see there on the bottom left, and then you take it over to the little cash drop-off points, and that's what gains you your score. So it's kind of like kill confirmed, but against minions. I mean, you can kill pilots for money, but it's more about killing the minions, you know, and killing the enemy AI minions too. And that's a really cool thing too as well, is that they're actually enemy AI to fight as well. So it's this thing of like, it's PvE, but then PvP as well. Kind of like attrition again, but more of a kill confirm kind of thing to it. It's cool, I like it. I think it's a very, very interesting aspect to it. There's also pilot versus pilot. I haven't actually seen any of the modes, so pilot versus pilot is basically just team deathmatch without the Titans involved in it. But this one has all the Titans, so you can play as the Titans, which is cool. Originally, I was kind of worried actually that I wasn't going to be able to play as Titans, because when I saw Bounty, I thought, oh my god, is that kind of like the whole, you know, like kill confirm, so where are all the Titans? What's the point in this technical test if you can't play as the Titans? Because the game's called Titanfall, I mean, jeez! But apart from that, that is the game mode we're playing. It's cool, it's fantastic. Let me know your opinion of it in the comment section below. Playing as Ion again, my Titan has just come down. I love this Titan so much, especially with that black color scheme. So deadly, so kind of like mysterious. Really cool, really fantastic. Again, the design is very unique as well. All these cool things just like bulge out that personality. Dropping down those trip mines in this little corridor here to try and make this enemy scorch is actually the other Titan that you can play as to trip over those mines. You're going to see me do that right now. Using those tacticals, you know, doing that kind of like tactical retreat, making him lose all that health from those trip mines, and then doing some amazing damage. We're about to get completely grinded on here though by 2 scorches. Can I handle myself? This is the chest laser. Look at the damage! That Uber Ultima just kicking some serious butt cheeks. Wow, they tasted my justice. I have barely any health here though. I'm going to try and hold on my own though. He's doing his own ground slam. Again, all the Titans have their own abilities. Scorch has some really cool ones, which I'll talk about in the future. This is the context-sensitive kill, which basically when you go up to an enemy Titan, you do the melee. You'll do this cool cinematic finisher as you could do in the original game. But again, it's this whole thing of adding that personality. That animation is unique to that Titan. Now, when you roadie onto enemy Titans, that was what these like abilities I was telling you about, where it's all about trying to kind of like kill enemy players but also kill minions, but through doing that you need to keep the Titans in the fight for as long as possible too, and this is actually a unique way of this working. So, as you may remember from the original Titanfall, you got your Titan, you had a fight with the Titan. Once that health went down off your Titan and it died, it was gone forever. You had to work towards a new one. But they've ended up changing how that works now. It's all about trying to keep your Titan in the fight for as long as possible. Look at that awesome shoulder-mounted laser. I am whipping some serious butt cheeks. I just want to say that right now. Kicking some serious ass as a Titan. I am loving this game so much, as you can tell, very, very passionate about it. I will be buying this on release and covering it, doing the review, all that awesome stuff. I love how it picks you up and stuff as well. That's really cool too. I just like that. I just appreciate it. We are getting rodeoed at the moment by another player, but I'm going to run away here. You may have noticed that a giant chunk of my health has appeared, and this little icon floating around there in orange. Now, what you're seeing here is my battery cell from my Titan being removed and run away. If he just stole it and, you know, tried to, you know, nick it off and give it to another Titan, I just reclaimed it and got back in my Titan. But look, my shield came back and some of my health. You could not do that in the original Titanfall. So what you can do now is actually heal Titans. Don't you think that's cool? Oh, look at that, awesome. That was a pinpoint shot. That was like a 1 in a billion chance fire, and I just did it. I just accomplished that. There was like a tiny pilot and shoulder-mounted lasered him. That's like a railgun shot from, like, say, Quake or something. But, as mentioned, it's this thing of, you couldn't do that in the original game where you could heal Titans. They were kind of like wild cards in a sense where you could use them to kind of like turn the tide of the situation, but now they've made it where the Titans can stay in the battle a little longer while also kind of, they feel a little bit flimsier. They don't have that tankish feel to them while also being a tank. It feels like the health is a little bit lower to them. Like the pilots can kind of like fight them a little bit easier. It's kind of like an even ground. They just have like heavier weapons in a sense, but their health is a little bit weaker where they don't start with shields. They just have the armor, and so you have to try and like steal those power cores to get some of their health back, but also give them a shield to like protect them from, say, a shot or two from another enemy Titan. So it's this thing where the game's promoting you to leave your Titan and then hijack power cells from an enemy Titan, and you can actually do this to your teammates as well, where you can go up to their Titan if you have a power cell from an enemy Titan and give them a shield back or some of their health back. So you're constantly helping your teammates out while also kind of disrupting the tactical prowess of the enemy team as well. And it's this thing as well of that you're not just like rodeoing a Titan and shooting its power core, which was very annoying when you played the original Titanfall, because someone would just sit on top of your shoulder and then just shoot, and it just got like irritating in a sense. But now it's this thing where the pilot jumps on the shoulder, takes that power core, then gets forced off. And it's this thing of where they can then run away, they can put that power core back onto their own Titan or their teammate and then get some health back, which is cool, get a little bit of beneficial to that. But then at the same time as that, you can actually jump back onto the Titan as well. If you want to do more damage to the Titan when you've actually stolen that power core, you can do that, where basically you drop a grenade, as you can see here. So this enemy Titan here already lost his power core, so then if you do it again and again and again, you keep dropping grenades into the manhole, which I think was really, really charming. I love it. I just love how there's a little bit of personality to everything in this game. So much personality to the game mechanics, the Titans, the pilots, and there are so many different pilots too. Oh my goodness, there's just so much to cover. So I'm going to quickly mention about the pilots as well. So as mentioned, the Titans have their own personality, their own kind of like hero archetypes, where basically you're playing as, say, Ion, who has all his own abilities, Scorch has its own abilities, but the pilots do that too, where there's one which has the grappling hook ability, so you can actually like swing with a grappling hook. The character I'm playing as right now, which is a robot, you could not play as robots in the original game, but now you can. The robot that I'm playing as is called Stim, and you may remember the, like, abilities to actually use on your pilots, where you could use a stim pack and that allowed you to run faster. That is now actually a specific character, giving some of my health back and a shield to my Titan here. And it's this thing where if your Titan's about to die, you can just allow it to get back in the fight and have full health if you actually like disrupt that many Titans, or if your teammates are actually working together to disrupt that many Titans. This pilot is just getting really annoying. I want to try and get my power cell back so I can get that back into my Titan, get some health as well, and stay in that fight for as long as possible and help out my team. We are actually about even odds with the enemy team right now, which is cool. I love those tense moments when you do that. Got the laser core online as well, so do some of those chest lasers as well. So we're going to try and get another power core here. I found out here as well that if you eject from your Titan while using your ability, he will not continue using the ability. He will actually disengage it, and you have to build that up again by killing enemy players and minions. But back to the pilots. So they all have their own unique abilities. The one I'm playing as at the moment, oh, let's try and dodge that laser beam. No, oh, it's killing me. I'm going to try to be really sneaky. Oh, I tried to use not the chest laser, the shoulder mounted cannon, and then I'm actually going to be fighting a Scorch here. But as I was saying, the pilots all have their own unique abilities. So the one I'm playing right now is called Stim, and that allows me to run like really, really fast while also getting my health back. So not all the pilots can have that anymore. It's a thing of, it's specific pilots. So only that pilot character can use Stim packs. And it's this thing where they also get an aesthetic about them, which makes them look unique in that sense too. They're not just soldiers. They actually have a design about them. Like the one I'm playing as has like a red kind of like hot rod red kind of like color skin to it too. And from what I've seen, you can actually customize these these skins, like all the heroes like in League of Legends and Dota and stuff had their own unique skins to unlock, and it seems that the Titans and Pilots have that as well, so lots of customization being brought into it, because Titanfall had that issue originally where it didn't have that much content. If I actually go over to the cash drop-off here, we're actually going to win the game, so I might want to go do that. I've got like 954 cash. I've just not been cashing in at all. I've not been helping my team. What is wrong with me? Oh my goodness, as you saw there, look, one of the enemy pilots been able to use the grapple and then jump onto my own Titan, throwing in a gravity grenade here, trying to take him down. They are bullying my Titan. I've been staying in that fight for so long, though. I need to try and get up to that cash point and do that as fast as possible. My Titan's just standing his ground, they're holding the line, trying to protect. Oh my goodness, it's just so emotional. But we're getting near the end of this match. I would love to know your opinion of it, though. I think I got like 28 kills in this. I did so well. So proud of myself. Really fun game. My only issue with it at the moment is that the maps feel a little bit empty. I don't know if that's just because of bounty and if they're going to bring attrition back into this, where you've got one side with minions, the other side with minions, and you meet in the middle. I've also found that I'm getting shot in the back a lot, which is something that kind of annoyed me too. Like, I was very lucky in this map. It goes epilogue and I just get completely charge rifled. So that wasn't very nice. But, as mentioned, there is a little bit of back attacking in it, like in Call of Duty, which is something I found was really, really annoying, helping my teammate here get rid of a roadie pilot. Falling on the floor there, take that, sir. And now we're going to actually rodeo one of my teammates. As you can see here, we've got a friendly Scorch. Really cool, really sexy. That's what he looks like. Again, unique appearance. And you can only have that with the Scorch as well. And then Ion, unique appearance. So it's this thing of that you can actually customize them, but they all just have that personality in their aesthetics and their abilities, their weapons. Really appreciate that. Really think that's cool. But were you an original fan of Titanfall? I would love to know in the comment section below. Are you excited by the fact this is out on PlayStation 4? And there, look, putting in that charge cell, which we stole from an enemy Titan, which was just laying on the floor. If you kill a pilot that's been carrying one of those, you can actually like pick it up and then take it to your own Titan or to a teammate's Titan. Get that health back, but again, love the animation, love that personality, that charm into it. So well done when it comes to the aesthetics of this game. Enemies dropship escapes, as you know. If you lose, you have to try and get in the dropship and escape, and the enemy team has to try and blow it up to get some more points. 28 kills, everybody. I completely dominated this match. So awesome, so fantastic. But it's me, Josh, aka Noah, bringing you some Titanfall 2 on the PlayStation 4, and I will see you all next time. Comment section below, let us know some of that peonage, because I would love to know it. But ciao for now.